Have you ever wondered who your real enemy is? It's not the world outside. It's not the people who misunderstand you. It's the quiet, restless voice within your own mind. That constant stream of thoughts, doubts, fears, judgments, they aren't truly you. They're like passing clouds in an endless sky. You are the sky itself, the vast awareness that sees these thoughts come and go. In today's world, where noise fills every corner of your life, finding inner peace has become more than a desire. It's a necessity for survival. Think about it. How many times have you felt trapped in overthinking, caught in invisible webs of fear and worry that pull you away from the present moment? You start doubting yourself, questioning your worth, and you don't even know why. It's not because you're broken, it's because your mind has been shaped by years of conditioning, unnoticed habits, and silent fears. But here's what most people don't realize. You can break free from this programming. This isn't about feel-good words or empty motivation. This is about ancient Buddhist wisdom fused with modern understanding of the mind. A real path to freedom. The greatest battles are never outside, they are fought within. If you don't learn to master your mind, the chaos of the world will master you. But know this, you can rewire your thoughts, reshape your inner world, and reclaim your peace. If there's one truth you take from this journey today, let it be this. Your mind is not your master, it is your tool. Stay with me until the end, because there is a powerful bonus teaching waiting for you, one that could change how you live the rest of your life. Lesson 1. Why mastering your mind determines your entire life. The Buddha once said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." In today's age, flooded with information, constant comparisons, and endless distractions, your mind is under attack from all sides. But pause for a moment and ask yourself, are you guiding your thoughts, or are you being carried away by them like a leaf in a raging river? For most people, their thoughts have taken the driver's seat. Their minds dart from one worry to another, spiraling into endless loops of fear, regret, and doubt. That voice within, the one that replays old mistakes or whispers worst-case scenarios, has it become your master without you even realizing? Buddhist teachings often compare the mind to a wild elephant. Left untamed, it causes chaos wherever it goes, trampling peace, clarity, and purpose. But when trained with wisdom and patience, it becomes a force of immense strength and beauty. Imagine trying to build a life filled with focus and peace, while your own mind resists you at every step. This is the silent struggle of many, not because they are weak, but because they were never taught that they hold the reins. Controlling your mind is not about dominance, it's about freedom. There's an old story of a monk who conquered entire kingdoms, not with armies or swords, but with silence and presence. His true victory was not over others, but over his own mind. In this modern world, your greatest battlefield is not out there, it is within you. Real success is not about doing more, chasing endlessly, or thinking harder. It is about thinking less, but thinking with clarity. Pause and reflect for a moment. What has your inner voice been telling you today? Has it been gentle and encouraging, or harsh and fearful? Because here is an unchanging truth. If you do not take charge of your mind, the world will do it for you. Society, social media, painful memories, and toxic influences will plant seeds in your thoughts. These seeds take root and grow into beliefs, and beliefs shape who you become. This is why so many remain stuck, not due to lack of ambition, but because their thoughts have turned into silent chains. Buddhism offers a gentle, powerful path out of this trap. The mind is not your enemy, it is your greatest tool. The practice is not about suppressing thoughts or fighting them, it is about observing them, watching each thought arise and pass away, like clouds drifting across an endless sky. You are not the cloud, you are the sky. When this truth settles in your heart, true healing begins. Start simply. Begin your morning with a quiet intention before the world's noise reaches you. Whisper to yourself, "Today, I choose peace." Sit in stillness for just 5 minutes. Watch your breath. Notice your thoughts without judgment. When negativity arises, do not fight it. Greet it like an old acquaintance passing by and let it drift away. With time, you will witness something profound. The storms within will calm. Your restless mind will become your ally. One day, you will look back and realize that the same mind that once trapped you in fear has become your greatest source of strength and clarity. This is the true gift of mindfulness. This is the freedom of mastering your mind. So reflect deeply. Whose voice is shaping your life right now? Is it truly yours? Because the wild elephant within you will either destroy your peace or carry you to greatness. The choice, as always, is yours. Tame your mind, and your spirit will soar free. Lesson 2. Understanding the quiet power of your subconscious mind. The Buddha taught that all that we are arises with our thoughts. Yet, how many of us truly know what we are thinking each day? The thoughts that swirl through your mind don't just vanish into nothingness. They sink deep into the soil of your subconscious, taking root in silence. Your subconscious mind is like fertile earth. It does not question what you plant. It does not reject or debate your thoughts. It simply accepts them, nourishes them, and grows them into the reality you live. So pause and reflect. What seeds have you been planting lately? Seeds of fear or seeds of faith? Imagine your mind as a garden. Each worry, complaint, or fearful thought is like a weed seed. Plant it once, and perhaps it goes unnoticed. But plant it daily. Water it with your attention, and soon your inner world is overtaken by thorny weeds, doubts, insecurities, and hidden fears that create invisible walls around your life. You look around and wonder, why do I feel so trapped, so heavy, so tired? Without realizing you have grown this reality from within. This is the danger of unconscious living. You move through each day with your mind wide open, absorbing every piece of negativity, judgment, and fear that the world throws at you. Then you wake up wondering why peace feels so distant. But Buddhist wisdom reminds us, your life is shaped not by what happens outside, but by what takes root inside. Your subconscious mind, silent and powerful, is creating your tomorrow while you are busy reacting to today. If the Buddha walked among us in 2025, perhaps he would say, "You become what you consume." Because what you feed your mind becomes your truth. Every repeated thought builds the blueprint of your life. Ask yourself gently, are your daily thoughts lifting you up or weighing you down? Are you planting seeds of hope or seeds of hopelessness? Because repetition shapes reality. The words you hear most often, especially before you drift into sleep, sink deep into your subconscious and guide your actions without you even realizing. This is why ancient teachers valued silence at night, why monks sit in meditation in the still hours before dawn. It is during these quiet moments that the conscious mind softens and the subconscious becomes open to new seeds. Tonight, as you prepare to sleep, give yourself this gift. Instead of replaying your worries, repeat a simple mantra. I am enough. I am at peace. I release what no longer serves me. Even if you don't fully believe these words yet, plant them anyway. Seeds do not sprout overnight, but with care and repetition, they will grow. Visualize the life you desire, peaceful, focused, aligned with your true purpose. See it clearly. Feel it within your heart. Let it sink deep into the quiet soil of your mind. This isn't fantasy. This is mental cultivation. Just as the body becomes stronger with daily training, the mind transforms with repeated intentional practice. Be mindful of everything you consume, the news you watch, the words you speak, the people you allow into your space. Each one is planting something within you. You are the gardener of your life. Every thought is a seed. Every belief is a plant growing roots. Ask yourself this: in 6 months, a year from now, what kind of garden will you walk through each morning? Buddhism teaches us that you are never truly stuck. You are simply nurturing the wrong seeds. The moment you become aware, you gain the power to choose again. Plant thoughts that uplift your spirit. Speak words that bring healing. Visualize a life anchored in truth and peace. Because when you master your inner world, the outer world begins to transform in ways you never imagined. Nurture your soil with care, and your harvest will reflect the beauty within. Lesson 3. How your thoughts shape the reality you live in. The Buddha taught, with our thoughts, we create the world. But pause for a moment and ask yourself, what kind of world are you creating with the thoughts you carry each day? Imagine this. In every moment, you hold a brush in your hand. Each thought, each belief, each silent whisper within is a stroke of paint on the canvas of your life. Yet most people walk through their days unaware that they are the artist. They believe they are merely spectators, reacting to what happens around them, forgetting that true creation begins within. Your thoughts are never just passing shadows. They are silent commands, shaping the way you stand, the energy you carry, and the future you build. Over time, these thoughts harden into beliefs, and beliefs crystallize into your identity. If you continuously tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," notice what happens. You begin to carry yourself with hesitation. Your words lose their confidence. Your actions shrink to match this thought until, eventually, it feels like an unchangeable truth. But it was never the truth. It was simply the painting you chose to create, again and again, until it became your reality. Buddha's wisdom wasn't meant as poetic comfort. It was a direct instruction for liberation. Change your thoughts, and you will change your world. Reflect honestly. What reality are your thoughts building right now? When you open your eyes each morning, do you begin your day imagining possibilities or drowning in problems? If your private thoughts were suddenly visible to the world, each doubt, each harsh judgment, each quiet "I can't," would you stand proud of what they reveal? Because these thoughts are already shaping the world you live in, here lies your power. You can choose different thoughts. This is not about masking reality with blind positivity. It is about conscious creation rooted in clarity and intention. Language is one of your greatest tools to shift your mind. Every time you say, "I can't," you surrender your power. But when you replace it with, "I choose to learn," you reclaim it. This subtle shift rewires your mind from limitation to growth, from stagnation to possibility. Start small. Each morning, write down one empowering thought, just one, something simple yet grounding, like, "I am learning to trust myself," or "I am capable of growth." At first, these words may feel light, almost insignificant, but repeated daily, they become the strong beams that hold up the palace of your inner world. A grand structure is never built in a single day. Brick by brick, thought by thought, your life rises into what you envision. As you drift to sleep each night, give yourself this final gift. Close your eyes and visualize the life you desire as if it already exists within you. Do not plead with the universe. Do not beg fate. Simply see it clearly. Feel it within your heart. Believe it gently. Not because it is magic, but because your subconscious mind does not distinguish between reality and imagination. It listens, absorbs, and obeys what it is repeatedly fed. When you nourish your subconscious with images of peace, success, and confidence, it begins to guide your steps towards them, almost effortlessly. Remember, thoughts alone will not build your entire life, but they are the foundation upon which everything rests. A mind filled with fear creates a life shadowed by fear. But a mind rooted in self-belief and clarity, that is a force unstoppable. So next time a thought arises within you, pause and ask, am I painting fear or am I painting faith? Because in the end, you are the artist of your own existence. Think with awareness, paint with courage, and create a life that reflects the quiet beauty and vastness within you. Lesson 4. How to quiet overthinking and release. Negative thoughts. Overthinking is like a washing machine spinning endlessly. It whirls and turns, making noise and draining energy. Yet nothing emerges clean or renewed. You feel exhausted, overwhelmed, your mind clouded with tangled worries. But nothing in your life has truly changed. The problem is not just the thoughts themselves, it is being trapped within their endless loops. Your mind replays the same scenes, the same worries, the same fearful what-ifs, hoping that clarity will eventually appear. But clarity never arrives through mental chaos. In truth, it is the chaos that blinds you to peace. The longer you remain tangled in these thoughts, the tighter their grip becomes. The Buddha taught, let go of anger, let go of pride. When you hold on to nothing, you move beyond sorrow. But how do we let go when our minds refuse to rest? If you find yourself caught in anxious thought loops today, pause and ask, what thought am I clinging to, and why? What am I trying to control through thinking? Often, overthinking is not about seeking answers. It is about avoiding fear. We think endlessly because we are afraid to feel. We spiral because we do not want to sit quietly with uncertainty. Yet beneath every worry is a deeper truth, a hidden story you are telling yourself. Perhaps it is fear of rejection. Perhaps it is a lack of trust in life's unfolding. What is the silent truth beneath your worries? The first step to freedom is awareness. Pause. Do not resist your thoughts. Do not battle them. Simply name them. Whisper to yourself, this is anxiety, this is fear, this is doubt. Naming your thoughts diffuses their power. It creates space between you and them, and in that quiet space, your strength returns. One of the most powerful teachings in Buddhism is mindfulness, the art of noticing without judgment. You cannot stop thoughts from arising, but you can choose how you respond. When you sense a negative spiral beginning, use this simple practice. STOP. Stop what you are doing. Take a deep breath. Observe the thought without judgment. Proceed with awareness. That single breath becomes an anchor, calming 1,000 anxious ones. The second step is gentle action. Thoughts feed on stagnant stillness, not the peaceful kind, but the paralyzing kind that keeps you trapped. When your mind will not quiet down, do not sit in silent suffering. Move your body. Walk under the open sky. Write your worries onto paper. Breathe deeply with intention. As you ground yourself into the present moment, your mind begins to soften and follow. You return to the only moment that is real, now, leaving behind the imagined pains of a future that does not exist. Overthinking convinces you that you are solving something, but you are not. You are only escaping the discomfort of stillness. Yet stillness is where clarity lives. It is in quiet presence that you hear the gentle voice beneath all noise, whispering, "You are okay. This moment is enough. You do not need to fix every thought. You do not need to battle every fear." You only need to notice it, name it, and return to now. Do this often and slowly. Your mind will become your greatest companion instead of your silent enemy. So ask yourself with courage today, what mental loop do I need to break? What peace am I delaying by holding on to worry? Remember, you were never meant to live in endless circles of fear. You are here to move forward with quiet strength, with calm clarity, with unwavering courage. Free your mind and your life will unfold in peace. Lesson 5. The quiet power of mindfulness and self-awareness. Peace has never come from the world outside. It never will. True peace arises only from within. This is not just a poetic reflection from the Buddha. It is a direct instruction for life. Yet in today's noisy world, we are conditioned to search everywhere else. More achievements to chase, more screens to scroll, more stimulation to keep us busy. And in that endless pursuit, we lose the only treasure that truly matters. Presence. We drift through our days with our bodies in one place, but our minds scattered elsewhere. Always thinking, planning, worrying, reacting. Rarely here, rarely now. But mindfulness is like a lamp lit in a dark cave. It does not remove the cave's walls, nor erase its shadows, but it illuminates exactly where you stand. And in that gentle illumination, everything begins to change. When was the last time you truly felt this moment? Not just moved through it, but fully lived it, breathing deeply, noticing the quiet details of life, feeling the softness of now. Most people remain unaware they are asleep because their days are filled with tasks. They are busy and productive, yet inside they feel empty, numb, disconnected. This is the quiet tragedy of unconscious living. You pass through your own life as a stranger to it. The delicate beauty of each moment is drowned in the endless noise of restless thoughts. Here is a truth often forgotten. You cannot master your mind without first learning to observe it. This is where self-awareness begins. With a single conscious breath. Try it right now. Breathe in slowly, with full attention. Notice how in that one breath, your thoughts pause. Your shoulders soften. Your body grounds itself into the present. For just a moment, you are here, fully. This is your anchor. 3 conscious breaths. That is all it takes to return to clarity. You do not need to abandon your life to find peace. You simply need to stop abandoning it with your thoughts. Throughout your day, gently ask yourself, am I here or am I lost in thought? This small question can save you from hours of unconscious reactions. Notice, are you responding out of old habits, hidden fears, or silent stress? Or are you choosing your response with calm awareness? That single moment of pause is your quiet superpower. It returns choice to your life, and choice is freedom. Begin with one daily task done in full mindfulness. It does not need to be grand. Drinking your morning tea, walking to your car, washing your hands. Whatever you choose, bring your entire attention to it. No distractions, no rushing. Just presence. Soon you will notice something beautiful. The simplest actions feel sacred. They transform into a living meditation. And in those moments your mind begins to quiet. Not because you forced it into silence, but because it finally feels safe to rest. You do not need to live in a monastery to master your mind. You only need to remember that you are the awareness behind every thought, feeling, and reaction. Strengthen this awareness, and you stop being a silent prisoner of your mind. You become its master, its gentle guide. So today, choose to wake up, not tomorrow, not when life becomes easier. Now ask yourself throughout the day, am I here? Because peace will never be found in a distant goal or future achievement. It already exists, patiently waiting within your breath, within your awareness. When you return to it, you return to your freedom. Lesson 6. Reprogramming the mind for true freedom. Your mind is like powerful software, endlessly capable, adaptable and intricate. But just like any system, if it is left unexamined, it continues running on outdated code, old fears, inherited beliefs, limiting stories whispered so often they fade into the background. Yet they quietly shape how you see yourself, how you speak to yourself, and the life you create each day. Without pausing to reprogram this inner world, your outer world remains a mere reflection of these hidden codes. The Buddha taught, just as a snake sheds its skin, we too must shed our past over and over again. This is not a single transformation. It is a daily practice, a sacred ritual of releasing the old and welcoming the new. Take a quiet moment right now. Ask yourself gently, what thought pattern within me is ready to be released and rewritten? Perhaps it is the silent voice saying, I am not good enough, or the belief that success belongs to others, not me. Or maybe it is an echo from childhood, repeating old judgments that keep you small. Know this truth. These thoughts are not who you are. They are not eternal truths. They are simply programming, and anything programmed can be rewritten. Begin by identifying the belief. Do not fight it. Do not argue with it. Simply observe it with calm awareness. Then ask yourself, where did this thought come from? Who first planted it within me? Was it a parent's fear, a teacher's criticism, society's expectations? Remember, so many of our beliefs are inherited, not consciously chosen. But you are not here to carry someone else's fears as your own. You are here to awaken, to become conscious, and to choose again. This is the quiet power of reprogramming. Your words are like a keyboard for your mind. Repeated words become your reality. Speak affirmations softly but clearly. Feel their truth within your body. I am learning to trust myself. I am not my past. I am the choices I make now. Speak them, especially when they feel unbelievable. That is when your mind is listening most deeply. Combine your affirmations with gentle visualization. See yourself moving through life with quiet confidence. Imagine yourself releasing guilt, choosing peace, expressing your truth without fear. The brain does not know the difference between imagination and reality. With repetition, these inner images build new neural pathways. Slowly, your mind learns a new way to exist. Here is a small shift that will rewrite your inner code instantly. Replace guilt with responsibility. Guilt says, I made a mistake, so I am broken. Responsibility says, I made a mistake, but I can choose differently now. This subtle change frees you from shame and returns your power to act in alignment with your truth. Just as a computer requires the right software to function smoothly, your mind requires the right input to thrive. Feed your mind daily with wisdom. Read teachings that expand your perspective. Listen to words that uplift your spirit. Avoid the endless noise and emotional clutter of the world. Instead, choose truths that align you with peace, strength, and awareness. The more you nourish your inner world, the more your outer life mirrors this quiet power. So ask yourself today, what outdated belief am I ready to release? And what empowering thought am I ready to embrace? You are not here to remain stuck in old versions of yourself. You are here to evolve, expand, and embody the highest vision of who you can become. Update your thoughts. Upgrade your life. The code is yours to rewrite. Lesson 8. Daily mental habits for lasting peace and success. True success doesn't appear all at once. It's built quietly through the small, unseen choices you make daily, not through grand gestures or sudden breakthroughs, but through simple, repeated acts of discipline. Just as tiny drops of water falling persistently can carve valleys into ancient mountains, so too do your daily mental habits shape the landscape of your life. The Buddha taught, a disciplined mind brings happiness, not just fleeting achievements or temporary results, but true happiness. Because when your mind is aligned with your actions, peace naturally rises within you. Ask yourself today, what is one small habit I can start now to strengthen my mind? Don't think of a complete life overhaul. Start with just one gentle shift. Maybe a single breath of awareness before reacting. One moment of silence before reaching for your phone. One act of gratitude before stepping into your morning. These small rituals, when practiced with presence and intention, slowly shape who you are. The key isn't in complexity, it's always in quiet consistency. Even the most profound wisdom remains meaningless if not applied daily. Begin each morning not by diving straight into the noise of the world, but by centering yourself. Before anything else, take 3 deep, conscious breaths. Whisper a silent thank you for this new day. Sit in stillness for just 3 minutes. Let the day come to you. Don't chase it. When you begin from presence, you carry peace with you. When you begin from stress, it follows you all day. In the evening, pause to reflect. Not to judge yourself, but to understand your journey. Ask yourself, what lesson did I learn today? What small victory can I honor? What burden am I ready to release before I sleep? This quiet 3-point evening ritual rewires your subconscious. By ending your day with awareness, you shape how tomorrow unfolds. Now, gently observe your digital world, your phone, your apps, your scrolling habits. Ask yourself, are they designed for my growth or just my distraction? Remember, you cannot cultivate a peaceful mind in a chaotic environment. Transform your phone into a digital sanctuary. Remove distractions that drain your spirit. Add reminders that breathe life into your purpose. Calming music, uplifting teachings, affirmations that reconnect you to your true self. Let your technology support your clarity, not cloud it. You don't need to be perfect on this path. You only need to be intentional. Choose one mental habit and commit to it until it becomes part of who you are. What you do daily becomes who you are permanently. Every small act of discipline is a silent vote for the life you wish to create. Pause and reflect. How consistent am I with what I say I want? Do my daily actions align with my deeper intentions? Because the distance between dream and reality is bridged only by your habits. No one will see you doing this quiet inner work, but it will show in your calm energy. In the peaceful way you walk through life, anchored deeply while the world rushes past. Remember this truth. Success isn't a single grand step. It's built from 1,000 quiet ones, one breath, one choice, one thought at a time. Today, choose small, consistent steps towards a powerful, disciplined mind, because if you master your habits, you will master your life. Remember this: the mind is not your enemy. It is your most sacred tool. When you train it, when you become aware of its tricks and illusions, you unlock a life of quiet strength and unshakable peace. You realize you were never meant to merely survive your days. You were meant to awaken within them. Every breath you take is an opportunity to return to yourself. Every thought is a brushstroke on the canvas of your life. So paint with clarity, choose with intention, live with a mind rooted like a mountain and flowing like a river. If today's journey reminded you of who you truly are beneath your thoughts, imagine what mastering these teachings could do for the rest of your life. So ask yourself, are you ready to rise above the noise of the world and create peace from within? If you found wisdom here today, take a moment to like this video so it reaches others who need it. Subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to walk this path of Buddhist wisdom and inner mastery with us each week. And before you leave, share in the comments the one thought or habit you will begin transforming today to reclaim your mind's power. Thank you for being here, for breathing with me, and for choosing awareness over chaos. Until next time, stay rooted, stay calm, and let your presence be your true power.